Welcome to season 5 of the Vital Point podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Schecter. I'm so grateful that you're here. And in this brief introduction to the podcast, I wanted to just talk a little bit about what the podcast is about and give you an idea of what you can expect coming up here in the episodes that are already posted to YouTube and the episodes that I will be posting here soon. When it comes to self-development, no matter the method you use, the vital point is to practice. There's this wonderful quote in one of my favorite Buddhist teachings by Shantideva called "The Way of the Bodhisattva," where he says, "Is it appropriate to blame the doctor if all you do is read the label on your medicine?" So, if you think about what that means, you can't just look at the medicine bottle and expect that it's going to cure you. You actually have to do the work. You have to take the medicine. And so that's the vital point, right? And so, there are all these methods, different types of practices, different modalities, different plant medicines, practices, things that you can do to help you transform. In fact, there's never been more access than we have right now to these different practices that can help you on your journey of transformation. Another vital point is that you do have the capacity to evolve and bring your intentions and dreams into the world. That's a fact. And you can do that by so many different methods. And so the point of this podcast is to bring you stories from practitioners that are doing the work that will help you learn about new methods that you can use, practices that you can follow to transform yourself. If you are working with plant medicine, if you are interested in breathwork, meditation, any type of personal development, you're probably going to find it here. We've already talked with meditators, breathwork practitioners, different plant medicine facilitators, integration coaches, cold exposure experts, mindset people, somatic practitioners, combo practitioners. So there's so many different methods for personal development and transformation. And my goal with the show is to bring people that have actually done the work and share their experiences and their wisdom, their understanding, and their practices with you so that you get inspired to go and practice yourself, so that you have the inspiration to try something new, because there's so many different methods out there in the world right now. It's not the way that it used to be. When I first got involved with Buddhism, I was really struck by the Buddhists that brought the Buddhist teachings from India into Tibet. And this is obviously hundreds of years ago, right? Thousands of years ago. But they had to travel for, years sometimes and risk life and death to come back with maybe a few teachings. They were lucky if they had a handful of teachings. And now we have access to so much more. I can open my phone and find those exact same teachings that somebody had to spend years of their life and risk their life bringing back to their homeland. I can access it in the blink of an eye. So we're in this wonderful age where information is not the issue. The issue is, how do you implement that? How do you integrate it into your life? I often hear, I know what to do, I just don't know how to get started with it. And so the point of this podcast is to help you in that process and to inspire you so that you can continue on your own journey. Because everybody's process of personal development and transformation looks differently. You know, some people are really into psychedelics. You know, psychedelics are an amazing method of transformation, but then they have experience and they don't really know what to do with it. They're like, okay, cool, that happened. So what do I do now? Or they're searching for information about how to get started with it. Other people might be interested in breath work. There's all these different ways to integrate and to continue your personal journey. And so I hope by watching this season of the podcast, and as we get the back catalog transferred over from Instagram onto YouTube here, that you feel inspired to practice as well. Expect some amazing conversations on men's work and why personal development is so crucial for men. Expect conversations on the intersection of spirituality and purpose and business. Expect conversations on somatic embodiment, on psychedelic integration. So thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, leave a review if you found it useful, and share it with a friend, a colleague, a peer, somebody that you sat in ceremony with that you know would benefit from the show as well. And thank you so much for being here. It's my pleasure and honor to be of service in this way, and I really appreciate you supporting the show.